Hello, I'm Rebecca Avern. I'm a paediatric acupuncturist based in Oxford. I use the Little Treasures remedies frequently in my paediatric clinics, and I find them incredibly useful. Some of the remedies are amazing for chronic long-term deficient conditions or predominantly deficient conditions. So, for example, Children's Sentinel is just an amazing remedy for young children who seem to succumb to every sort of bug that's going around during the winter months. And I find if I start them on it just before they go back to school or nursery in September, they really are much better able to resist some of the germs and bugs that are going around their classroom. And they just then remain healthier and the whole family remain happier throughout the winter months. Another couple I use a lot for chronic conditions are dry sleep for bedwetting and lucid mind for kids with attention deficit issues. And the reason that it's so useful to combine these remedies with acupuncture is because it means that children get better more quickly. And it's also useful because often families can't get to the clinic as frequently as they really need to for their acupuncture treatments. So if we can use herbs as well, then we just get better outcomes. And the remedies are, they're really incredibly easy to prescribe because you have to have made your TCM diagnosis in order to give effective acupuncture treatment, and therefore you have your diagnosis and can see whether the remedy you're thinking of fits your diagnosis. But the way that Giovanni formulated the remedies means that I can nearly always find the formula that I need because they cover the most common patterns that we see in clinic in children. There are also some remedies that are good for acute or subacute conditions. So, for example, throat soothe or chest release. Chest release in particular is one of the remedies I use the most, and it's a remedy for a productive cough that's left over after an invasion of wind. And for many reasons, young children are very prone to phlegm going to their chest, remaining on their lungs, sometimes for weeks or months after an initial kind of invasion of wind. And using a remedy like chest release just clears up the chest, and no one has to suffer the months of coughing that might otherwise ensue. The remedies are easy for children to take, and we have the option of either granules or the liquid supplements. So I find that for most children, one or other of those forms is palatable for them, and we can find a way for them to take it. They're really safe. And there's a lot of information in the accompanying literature which explains very clearly how they're produced, what's in them, what's not in them, and about dosage. And therefore we can, in all honesty, really reassure parents who may be worried, and we can point them to the appropriate information. So they're really, really useful, and I find that they speed up recovery and really support me very strongly in my paediatric practice.